And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Communism is a Meme, episode 2. First of all, that means we're doing it again. Woo! I think I
Wow.
have a solid 2. I legitimately think we have like 2 to 4 subscribers on the YouTube channel I posted this on, and like 20 views. And most of them weren't even from the people in the friend group that I sent it to. They were
Wow.
from people that I also plugged it to because I was like, here, I'm not doing anything. All of my friends should listen to this.
Oh my
But
word.
yeah. So
So
Gabe, how
yeah,
was
prepare to be disappointed again.
I thought, okay, I don't think Brooklyn was that disappointed. I didn't feel disappointed by it. I can't say for anyone else, and Brooklyn and I are biased because, dating, whatever, that's fine. You
Really?
know,
I didn't know.
shocking. I
Amazing.
know, it's surprising. So, how was your week? How is Gabe?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Nothing has happened. I don't remember the last week.
It's
It
fair.
definitely happened though because time has passed. So
Yeah, but
I
time is blended together at this point.
yeah. I had steak tonight, so today was good.
Nice. Wait, did you do D&D, or were you able to do D&D yesterday?
Oh, yeah, I actually did. Yeah, we finished it up. It was great. We killed a god. You know, it was great. Good times.
Okay, but the real question is, did you guys kill a god or did PJ kill a god?
Okay. My brother is not in the school campaign, so
Oh, okay. I thought this was the campaign with your brother, who's
no.
just like completely destroying everything character, you
I
know.
mean, with any luck, he'll probably kill a god by the end of our campaign, but
Trick question, he can't kill a god if he is the god.
yes, final boss, he is the final boss.
You guys just give up because PJ's you're just like, do you remember that time he basically single-handedly saved all of us? Yeah, we're not fighting him. It's fine. We're gonna leave.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
great.
So, my week was normal, but none of you care. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
So, Communism is a Meme, episode 2. Welcome back. For those of you who are noticing a slight difference, this is a reference to a Zoom meeting our friends had earlier, at which point I plugged the podcast too much. And then I started saying it was my podcast, mainly because I was too lazy to say Gabe and my podcast. And I didn't want to say our podcast because for some reason, like, wow, that is the point of communism. I didn't want to include the entire group because they didn't put in the work that Gabe and I did to talk for 45 minutes on Zoom. So
True,
they
true.
don't get to be included. How dare they? But so then Matt was like, oh, we're just going to start calling it Gabe's podcast to spite you, Jonathan. And so I took that, and now Gabe's face is larger and it says
Hmm.
Gabe's podcast. And I think I actually am going to do this for all of the episodes now on. I like the idea of leaving up in the corner the communism is a meme, like the episode number, but then changing the title. And then, like, I don't know, maybe I'll
Hmm.
throw in extra images on it just for funsies. We'll see. That's a thing. But so then, other things this week. Part of the reason we did this podcast in the first place is the podcast contest I tried to start, and we won by default. Woo! Like we talked about last time, because no one else. I think Nate actually tried to make some podcasts, but I never got to see them uploaded. And so, the by Friday portion that was the deadline. No one. Wait, did you just draw something on my screen?
I don't know what you're talking about, and I refute any kinds of accusations against me.
I was looking up for half. I'm gonna have to wait till I go back and look at the recording to see what that was. You monster. Oh, okay. This is so hard. Yeah, because we did it. We won by default. We were the only competitors, and we did it. So, I
Good
made
time.
this fun image. Most of the people on one of our friend group chats have already seen this, but for those of you who aren't on that group chat, this is the representation of the contest. It was a great time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's exactly how I celebrated too, minus the alcohol, women, Stan, gold, and I have more hair than that man.
So what you're saying is you winning was literally just you screaming, going "woo!" like that. That was you celebrating.
I mean, that's generally me on a normal day to my brothers. So,
You just run into the room and scream at them, flip them off, and then run out because why not?
what else do you do with two younger brothers?
I don't know. I mean, I run into my little brother's room and I tell him that I'm gonna do something and that to see if he wants to join me, and then he's usually like, "I'm playing Minecraft with Tommy," and so he doesn't join me. Yeah. Also, Daniel, if you listen to the podcast through like actually this point, A, good job, you made it about as far as you did last time. B, thanks for the mic because I'm pretty sure the audio quality will be better. The mic's gonna pick those up really well. It'll be like,
Are you a cat or an airplane or something?
I'm just making lip noises. I don't know. I don't know what to do with a really nice mic other than make weird noises into it and hope that they sound good.
You, you, you're supposed to talk into it. It's Mike.
Okay. I'll do that. I will. I mean, that's what I've been doing. But okay. I'm gonna stop focusing on the mic. And yeah, also for those of you who look at that and think, wow, Jonathan went out and bought a really nice mic for a podcast that might or might not continue. No, I did not. I'm borrowing it from my brother. So, because I don't have any money. I did not buy this. Do not say that to me, Gabe. Anyway.
You got money from a loan shark and went to Best Buy and bought a mic.
Except
if he doesn't get the mic money back by next week, his legs are basically forfeit.
Except the Best Buy that's near me isn't even allowed to be open. Like they're doing this stupid curbside pickup thing. Ooh, that's the thing I can talk about. But then B, yes, Gabe, I went to a loan shark to buy a mic that cost like maybe $100.
Yes, and if you don't get the money back by next week, your knees are forfeit. They're no longer in your possession.
Are they gonna like just surgically remove my kneecaps, or are they gonna like just anime style like grab and rip type thing?
I was just gonna assume they're gonna take a baseball bat and bash your kneecaps in. You know, as loan sharks do.
I laugh, but there are probably some loan sharks who would do something terrible like that, which is why I don't talk to them. And the moral of the story, unless my brother is the loan shark, and if I don't give him back his mic, then my kneecaps are forfeit. Big brain. All right, Gabe didn't like that. It'll be really sad if all the things that Gabe is writing on the screen don't get recorded, but it should be doing that, so hopefully that's what happens.
That would be sad.
Otherwise, yeah. So then in other weekly news, while I'm thinking about it, so Northern California has a population density of really stupid low. Like I did the math, and apparently you can have about 750,000 people per square mile to technically still have social distancing. And even then, if we're not going to talk about that, like I looked on a map, and according to the census in 2010, there's like 40 to 100 people per square mile in like Northern California. And so those areas have started telling the governor, like, look, man, we have so little people, and the virus isn't like, my county has had 9 cases total since like December. And like a lot of counties around me have had the same stupid low numbers that we've talked to the governor, and now we actually get to go to like restaurants and stuff.
Very nice.
I've gone to 3 restaurants so far. And I hate to say it, but 2 of them were not worth. Okay, there was one that was like in the middle, one that wasn't worth it because they jacked up their prices in order to hopefully stay in business because they're gonna have a lot less business. So obviously, if you have less business, just raise your prices. And that's going to backfire on them because then just no one's going to show up because they don't care. Yeah. And then the other 2 places, I went to BJ's, and they have very warm cookies they put ice cream on, and that was very tasty. Delicious. And then I went to this other place that said it had pizza, but it didn't have pizza, and I was sad. So
that is unfortunate.
California is now open, or at least Northern California where I am. So if it's not open for you guys, sucks to suck, I get to go to restaurants now. So yeah, just wanted to make sure that I flexed on all of you properly.
Rude.
Are you able to go to restaurants, Gabe?
No.
It's because you aren't in Northern California. Haha.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon, where
Yeah.
nobody wants it, where everyone hates it, but nobody's going to do anything about it because they're freaking sheep. I don't know.
Yep. That's Oregon, which is kind of. I think it's funny because I actually am probably going to try living in the Pacific Northwest when I'm like a real true adult. So I'm sitting here bagging on Oregon, but I'm probably going to live in Oregon for a good long while. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to meme of the week. This is our base section. This segment will never go away because memes will never go away.
True.
Like the EU tried to ban memes a year ago and it just didn't work because memes
They
will never
failed.
die. And so this is my meme. This is the one I submitted. I enjoy this one. An example of a dire warning about the weather is a tornado. And this man would have made it something about apple juice if he could have, but he couldn't. I would like to be an advocate for apple juice. An elite group is one that likes apple juice. I would feel abject terror if I saw no apple juice. I can enhance my health by drinking apple juice. Get this man some apple juice.
I understand him where he's coming from, but I like orange juice more.
Yeah, see, I'm going to be honest, apple juice isn't necessarily my favorite, but I respect the drive and the desire. Like for me, it's
Sheer
definitely
commitment.
it's chocolate milk for me, but like the commitment, yeah, this man has to his beverage, to his apple juice. It's impressive, and I wish to be like him someday. And so I really enjoy this one. Plus, I enjoy this meme format. Get this man some whatever. It's
Anything.
it's a great format. It's Wakanda. I can't remember. I know it's Black Panther. Why can't I remember his name right? Oh, T'Challa or Black Panther. Yeah, the
Yeah,
T'Challa format. Get this man a thing. Oh, mwah.
it's good times.
Honestly, I kind of wonder if Endgame was even supposed to be a serious movie or Infinity War and Endgame because there are so many memes that come from them. Like at that point, was it even supposed to be for like the Marvel story, or are they just like, let's just make a ton of memes, guys? Because they did some pretty solid memes from that movie.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, memes come from everything, from serious movies, funny movies. It's memes.
I actually did see a really interesting meme the other it was less like it was one of those it was a meme, but it was one of those more like informational memes that don't really have it's not as funny as it is like, oh, you right. And it said Disney gave us memories and DreamWorks gave us memes. And if you think about that, like almost every DreamWorks movie you could ever think of or see has been turned into a couple good memes. Except maybe Monsters versus Aliens. That one's only been turned into like one or two good movies. But I mean,
Yeah,
one or two
meme.
good memes. But that's also because that movie was just kind of trash, so it's fine.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
know,
fair. Memes come from everywhere and it's beautiful.
truly.
So now we're going to move on to Gabe's what's it called, submission for this week.
Hmm.
Gabe, describe to us this meme.
It's just pointing out the lies and hypocrisy of the government and how birds just aren't real. Birds don't exist. They're all government surveillance drones put in place by the government. Every government in the world, well, where there is government, you will find birds, and birds watch us and record our every move.
There are some facts to prove this. So question, Gabe, did you see any birds when the government shut down?
No, I have not seen one bird.
Exactly. Birds
And
aren't
I live
real.
next to a small patch of woods, so I should be hearing birds and seeing birds on the regular if they were real. But no.
Yeah. Exactly. Also, did you see the bird that actually slipped up and showed its allegiance to Vladimir Putin?
I
In
have.
like, have you seen? It's a beautiful video of when a bird salutes Putin and Putin salutes it back, signifying that birds aren't real because it was
Mhm.
actually the guy controlling the birds who is legally required to salute Putin if he sees him. So,
Yes. It was a slip up on their part, but more evidence for our cause.
yes. Moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, do not believe what the government feeds you. Birds are not real.
They're just government surveillance drones.
So I have a question. Did you see the meme? I just thought of it now, but I saw it earlier today, where there's like this baby sitting in just its chair, and it's a guy like I don't think he was actually doing this, but the meme made it look like he was pouring one of those 5-gallon jugs of water that you put in like little water dispensers in offices. He was just pouring that straight into the baby's
Yes.
mouth.
It's like
And
birds are real, people.
yeah, the baby was labeled people, the water jug was birds are real, and the man was labeled government. I
I
loved
have
that
seen
one
that. It
because
was good.
it's true. Birds are not real, but the government just wants to force feed it to us. They just want to turn us into sheep who stay inside and believe that birds are real.
True.
So, hot take. The government was having problems with their birds, and so they created coronavirus to trick everyone into going inside so they could do bird maintenance.
It's one of those things, you know. Just gosh darn government.
And
This
they
is
just
why I'm a strong advocate for revolution. So
revolution for like what would the result of this revolution be? Because I'm not opposed to it, but like, is it going to end well for us, or are we just going to go like attack the government and then fall into anarchy?
I was thinking we replace the government with a dictatorship with me as its head.
Okay. Can you just lay out the pros and cons of what you would do as a dictator?
So here are the pros. The pros is that the government won't lie to you anymore. I'll just tell you the hard, cold truth, no matter how bad it is. And if I tell you, man, Canada has to go, it can no longer be our hat, then they just gotta go.
So we're just
And
gonna nuke the
pros,
entirety of Canada?
no, we're not nuking Canada. We're taking it over.
Oh,
Except for
I
Quebec.
got it.
Quebec can be left alone. Nobody wants French people.
Okay. Can we just blow up Quebec? Because you're right, nobody wants
Yes,
French people.
absolutely.
Also, if any French people are listening to this, in
You
all
suck.
reality, am I that bigoted? No. But French people are mean to Americans when they go to France, and we aren't mean to French people when you come to America. So stop being so mean. Anyway, continue.
Gosh darn French people.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, we need to take over Canada. That's another pro. The cons are that you won't get a say anymore. You won't even get the illusion of choice because we don't have the choice. We have the illusion of choice right now, but I won't give you the illusion of choice. I'll just make decisions and you'll deal with it.
It reminds me of the adventure capitalist memes. Someone's calling me. Who? Oh no, it's not. It's an alarm. Never mind. I thought someone was calling me. I'm wrong. No one loves me. But it
You know
reminds
that.
me of the adventure capitalist, not capitalist, adventure communist
Mm-hmm.
ads. There was one that I was watching where he was talking about like silly capitalists have too many choices. They don't know what to do. Here in communist utopia, we have removed choice. You don't. You wake up. What should I do today? No choice. You get to go farm the glorious tuber of life, the potato, or something like that. It's beautiful. But yeah, they're like no choice because that's
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
And cons, I don't really know how many cons there are to me
I
being
I think
the
just
almighty
not
dictator.
having choice is technically a con, but that might be a pro, looking at different angles. So, moral of the story is join the
Make me a
resistance.
dictator.
Gabe for dictator. Pros are that he won't lie to you and say that birds are real. He will let you know that he'll still use them. Birds will still be used to survey us, but at least everyone will know that they're actually just government drones. And then
Yes.
there will be no more Canada. It'll just be North America. Except it won't be North America. All of North America will be America, except
Yes.
Quebec. We might nuke Quebec. It's fine. And then the cons are that you won't get a choice. All right. So Gabe, if this happens and I say, hey Gabe, I want to be a doctor, what do you say? Do I get to be a doctor?
I mean, you still have to go to school. I'm not gonna let normal people just become doctors, you know.
All right. Well,
because to be the dictator of a country, there still has to be people in it, and not all dead from the fake doctors I put in. But there will be fake doctors acting as spies. Yes.
Okay, so he just told me that I can still be a doctor, even though it's no longer my choice; it's his choice. So
Yes.
my vote is for Gabe because as long as I get to be a doctor, I'm okay with Gabe being a dictator. Like it's fine. I don't need any other choices. Actually, wait, do I get to marry who I want to?
Yes, that's too many choices for me to make.
All right, cool. So I still get to do that. I get to marry who I want, and I get to be a doctor. So I'm voting for Gabe for tyrannical dictator. Sweet thanks. Also,
Thank you
Kara,
for my
if you're
thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
on
Good time.
why Gabe should. Also, Kara, if you're listening to this, I know you're technically the tyrannical dictator, but I don't know. Gabe gives some compelling arguments, so Kara, you're gonna have to fight him for it, but it's fine. Actually, she'll be a tyrannical dictator of North and South Korea, so maybe you can take over America, and then we'll help her take over Korea. It's fine.
Yes. And after we take over Canada, I will be taking over Ireland for their potatoes.
All right, because that is the most important thing to have in a communist utopia is potatoes.
Potatoes. Gosh, dang.
Yes.
We have Idaho, I suppose, but
Yeah,
Ireland.
we do. But Ireland. Also, Ireland's just, it's a good time. Like, nothing bad has ever happened in Ireland. I'm assuming things have. I just don't know because I'm not a history buff.
So many bad things. So many bad things within like the last 5 decades. So many bad things.
This is why I need
Holy
Brooklyn nearby.
crap.
Like Brooklyn is like my history person whenever I don't know what's going on. And so the fact that she's not right here, I'm gonna make history statements that are gonna be totally wrong.
Yeah, no. So
All
many
right.
bad things have happened in Ireland.
Good to know. Note to self: don't go to Ireland. Bad things happen all the time.
Well, they don't happen. They don't. Nothing bad happens anymore. You know,
Okay, cool.
unless you get like incredibly drunk. So, but it's Ireland. You're gonna get incredibly drunk. So
So don't go to Ireland because I don't want to get incredibly drunk.
there you go.
All right, cool. So now we're gonna move on to segment number 2. What are you playing? I don't know. I started the last segment, but last time we did this, you started this segment. So who started? You talk first. I talk first.
You go for it.
All right, cool. What am I playing? I actually still haven't been playing many video games recently, but I have been watching a lot of shows. I caught myself up on season 7 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I must say it was totally worth it. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's amazing. I'd recommend that show to everyone. And then, more importantly than Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I have been playing Avatar: The Last Airbender, which just got put back onto Netflix this Friday, and it's beautiful, and I miss it, and it's a great show. And if anyone says otherwise, they're just wrong. Like,
Just objectively wrong.
I don't think, in actuality, I've met a person who's watched any portion of Avatar and not enjoyed it. And if that person exists, that person is just wrong. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that person might be, but just don't. Like, it's not true. You're wrong. Don't do it. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. Quite enjoyed Avatar. Like, honestly, it is one of my favorite shows. Watched it when I was like a teenager. My mom actually didn't let us watch a lot of stuff on Nickelodeon when we were kids, but I got to watch it when I was in high school, and it's a great time. 10 out of 10. Enjoy it. I don't know what else is there to be said about Avatar. Like, it's a classic.
Truly.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all. Like, again, my week's been pretty boring. I got to start doing a job, so I have less time on my hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any games I want to play yet. Again, May 29th is going to roll around, and then you're going to hear me talk all about Xenoblade Chronicles. But until then, I kind of got to wait. So I just get to keep watching shows, and next week's probably going to be Avatar as well, or something else, maybe YouTube. I don't know. Yeah. So, Gabe, how was Fallout New Vegas?
I have not been playing that.
Audible gasp.
I've been playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order thing.
Oh, nice, nice. How is that?
It's great fun, great fun. Incredibly frustrating at times, but great fun.
I'm assuming you're playing that. Is that even on any consoles, or is that only on PC Master Race?
No, it's on every console.
All right,
I'm playing
so
on Xbox.
hacks. You should be playing it on PC Master Race. What's your problem?
I don't have a PC that good.
That's actually fair. All right, cool. I guess
Sure.
I will allow it, but I mean,
yeah.
See, I actually don't even care about PC Master Race. Like, I only play PC for Minecraft, and that's about it.
Oh yeah, I understand that. You know, it's a great game, great game. You know, you go around as a Jedi, smacking the Empire around. It's great times.
Do you get to have a balance between light side and dark side, or are you just a Jedi no matter what?
I'm just a Jedi no matter what.
All right, so does that mean you can be a terrible
But I can't.
Jedi?
No, and it's like a linear storyline, but it's open world.
Okay, so you
It's
can,
still fun though. I can make myself look like a Sith.
and can you act like a Sith where you just go around and murder indiscriminately?
I mean, they're just stormtroopers mostly,
Oh,
but
okay, that's
technically.
fair. Nice. All right, cool.
And I am gonna actually start watching The Last Airbender pretty soon. I just haven't gotten around to it
Nice.
because I want to rewatch it. Great times. Great times.
Yeah, well, it's a great show. Also, speaking of things we should watch that's related to Star Wars, have you seen the Clone Wars final season?
I have not.
I also still need to watch that. I don't know. People who like Star Wars are probably screaming at me right now, but it's fine. Break your TVs while you're watching me not watch Star Wars. What you gonna do? I'm not gonna pay for that. So yeah,
That's fine.
nice.
I'll get around to that once I find somebody with a Disney Plus account I can mooch off of.
I have a Disney Plus account, but I'm mooching off of it from my brother, and so I'm not going to give you the passcode. But
Gosh darn it.
if you still haven't seen it by the time we get back to school, I can always just be like, "Hey, Gabe, just come to my room and use my TV and junk, and you'll be able to access it." Maybe.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, seems legit. So Jedi Fallen Order, very important question: what color
Yes.
lightsaber did you pick?
I kind of change every so often because I can just change it what my like you could change what the lightsaber looks like and the color of it basically whenever.
All right.
Very nice. Right
So-
now it's like cyan right now.
Nice. Okay. Ooh, that's a good color.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly enjoy a lot of the less traditional lightsaber colors. So
Yeah,
like I enjoy. No, sorry, say anything.
Yeah, I've been avoiding the blue and green and yeah. Like I have orange, yellow, purple, pink. I can have a pink lightsaber. It's great times, great times.
So, can you have a white lightsaber, or are they trying to keep that sort of canonically not in?
Yeah, no, I cannot have a white lightsaber or a black.
That's a little disappointing that you can't have a white lightsaber, but that just means Ahsoka's so much cooler because she is, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's good times, good times.
Right.
The game actually takes place 5 years after, or 5 or 6 years after Order 66.
Nice.
So,
Which only the cool Jedi survive, so that means Gabe's a cool Jedi because
he's a
he
Padawan.
survived.
So.
Oh, well, he still survived.
Yeah.
Only cool Jedi survived, like Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Anakin. Anakin's a really cool Jedi. Never did anything bad.
Nope, never did it one thing bad ever.
Yep, never at all. He's just the coolest. No murdered children, no slaughtered Order of Jedi. It's fine.
Yep. I've never even. Yeah, none of that sounds weird. And I've never watched the Star Wars Rebels show, but there are Inquisitors in this game.
Oh, there are. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There's 2 of them.
Do you know what number they are? What numbers they are?
Yes, there's Second Sister and Ninth Sister.
Okay. I don't believe they show up in the show.
They don't.
But okay, cool. Because I do know, like, it would be kind of weird if canonically they showed up in the show, because I wouldn't be surprised if you end up defeating them by the end of the game or something. So,
well, yeah. At the end of the game, there's Darth Vader.
True.
Who you run from. You just run from because you can't meet him.
Well, I mean, that's what most of everyone did. They're just like, we don't want to fight Darth Vader. We're just run away.
Yeah. But that's because he's basically has superpowers compared to every other Sith and Jedi.
Yeah, so. It's because he's Anakin and he was a Force baby. And so he just has extra Super Mondo Force powers.
True enough, true enough.
Also, Lucasfilms, if you ever watch this, you can quote me on Super Mondo Force powers. Just remember to give me royalties next time you use it in any of your Star Wars franchises. Because that's
important.
Yeah, Super Mondo, they're just going to be like Star Wars Episode 10, Super Mondo Force powers. And be like, that was me. I'm getting money for this. Because they really want to use that. Yeah.
We like having money.
We do like having money, which is something we don't have a lot of. Woo!
Nope.
Speaking of Star Wars stuff really quick, apparently the second highest mountain in, I believe, Australia, it might have been New Zealand or something, or maybe it was Ireland. Crap. Some
Somewhere.
mountain somewhere in the world that's pretty tall is being named Kenobi in honor of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And so
I did hear about that.
someone made a meme about that was like, it's over, Anakin. I am the high ground. And it was beautiful, and I loved it. It was a great time.
Let me look up. Is it in Scotland? It's Scotland's tallest mountain.
All right, good to know. I forgot where it was, and I can't use my laptop to look things up because otherwise you'll see my screen, and I'm trying to specifically use it for the good memes. But yeah,
I could just pull it up. It's fine. Yep.
All right.
It's good times. Good times.
Good times. All right. So then,
He is the high ground.
I think it's time for us to move on to our final segment, everyone's favorite segment, just the best portion of everyone's week. I'm not gay, but that's a fine ass. Woo! Also, we did get confirmation. First of all, Matt and Kyle, I'm not sure if they ever watched this. That was sad. But I did get Daniel. I pressured him into watching last week's episode, and he did confirm for us that was, in fact, him. So, good
Very
job.
Nice, very nice.
We did it, and we rated 6 out of 10. Good job. Daniel, if you want a better picture for us to rate, you got to send us something that has, like, I don't know, maybe more definition, nice curve. So the person we were going to be rating this week, my first thought was maybe we do Matthew Adams. Also, this isn't the picture we're rating because you can see a surprising lack of ass. There's nothing by the way the picture is. Also, there's Hannah, but we can ignore her. Get out of the way. Yeah.
Women.
But see, I was looking at that man and I realized something, that we have to be careful about legalities and we don't want to get in trouble for anything that we do here on Communism is a Meme. So I looked it up to make sure. How old is Matthew Adams? Matthew's only 3 years old, which is quite a shame. So we can't do that because that's objectifying a child in a very inappropriate way. So we're not going to do that.
Yeah,
so
it would be really bad.
Really bad. We can't get into that. But what we can do is instead, we're going to be doing this one picture of Kyle I had. You'll notice it's only a mediocre picture. Why is that? It's because, and this isn't a shocking fact, but it makes it a little harder when you're trying to do a joking segment at the end of the podcast. None of the male friends I have will take pictures of their butts. And I know it's like, wow, really? That makes perfect sense. And yes, it does. So we're probably just going to start doing famous people after this, unless people start sending us photos, which if they do, I mean, sweet thanks. But at the same time, I'm not really sure how I'd feel about that. So
yeah, no, that'd be weird.
But we do get a nice side profile right here and some good. So I was like, this is a decent picture. And so we're going to use Kyle, who's definitely older than Matthew and within our range. It's fine. So
yep, it's true.
All right. So the first thing I do want to note is that form factor that we do got is quite, it's beautiful. Also, I want you to know I'm giving Kyle a 10 out of 10 because he's Kyle, but I'm going to pretend to rate it anyway because, like, that's the point of the segment. However, it's Kyle, and Kyle's beautiful, so.
Kyle is gorgeous. True enough.
But yeah, so we do got ourselves a good form factor right there. None of that nonsense that Daniel had last week. There were like weird triangles on his butt. We don't know where those came from, but Kyle doesn't have any of those.
His is basically as close to perfection as mortals can get.
This is basically true. Whichever woman is lucky enough to get married to Kyle is just going to get to enjoy this perfection. True. And Daniel, because Daniel rooms with him. Am I implying anything? No. But if you haven't seen your roommate's butt, you don't get ready for the day at the same time because it's pretty hard to avoid when you're in the same place trying to get changed. However, maybe I'm just a Ferrarian. Maybe we're slightly more on the not straight spectrum than the rest of everyone in Corbin. We'll see.
Unfortunately, probably true. So, as a Ferrarian, as only spending 1 year there, you're probably right.
I don't know what it is. We're just it's I think it's the fact that we're the only only guys dorm that we're just
Yeah.
a little bit yeah, it's fine. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, is there any much more to be said about Kyle Stinson other than that 10 out of 10? Heck, maybe even a 10.1 out of 10 because it's so perfect because it is Kyle. Like,
True.
this is what more could you ask for?
I mean, whiskey, I suppose.
Whiskey and Kyle's butt. There, your sex tape.
There you go.
um, I will say this is a very unfortunate thing. The music department is being mostly shut down, and one of the unfortunate side effects of this is that Kyle's butt will not get to star in the musical this coming semester because there will be no musical, and that is a little sad because
That does make me sad.
that would be, and maybe there will be a play, but we don't know. Maybe there will be a Corbin. We don't know. That there will be a Corbin, but you know it's.
No, they won't.
Gabe is very just. He's like, we're gonna shut there won't be a Corbin. You're super pessimistic. Let's go. I'm down.
Yep. Everything's shutting down. I'm buying a motorcycle and traveling across the country and starting rebellion in the hearts of men. So
Gabe is having his midlife crisis at the age of 19. This is
no,
good.
this is my midlife crisis. I'm dying at 40.
Gabe just like gets to 40. He's like, I have a choice: have an actual midlife crisis or just
Or
die.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna incite so much rebellion, and it's just people are gonna be after me like on the daily, and one day I'm gonna be like, you know what? I don't want to do this today, and then they're just gonna. It'll be great.
All right. So will you be a dictator by then? So, you know, will you be okay? So you will be in charge of things, and then you'll just decide. So are you gonna have like 3 sons?
I will not leave an heir, and I will
struggle?
make the system. No, I'm not gonna have children, but I'm gonna make the whole government so dependent on me that when I die, everything will go into chaos.
Sweet, thanks. I'll remember you as the world is going to chaos, and I'm trying to raise a family and be a good doctor. Thanks, Gabe.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Well, then, that's pretty much all we got for this week. Official rating for Kyle, 10 out of 10. Kyle, what can we say? You're beautiful, even though you and I aren't engaged because I like women. Yeah. So then, thank you for listening again. If you made it through this entire thing, you'll get to just, I don't know, kudos to you. We've had a good time. I'm going to give some teasers of what's happening this coming. Gabe, be prepared for something to maybe show up at your house this coming week. Please don't destroy it. I put a lot of work into what's going to show up, and you're going to be required to get on a Facebook video chat as you open it because people are going to want to see what's going down.
Wait, you sent something to me?
I'm going to.
Okay.
I finished the things this Sunday, and the mail's not open yet. Like the packages don't get sent out until Monday, and so I'm gonna get it and send it on. I'm gonna package it up and send it on Monday, and then you'll get them sometime this week. So be prepared to get a suspicious package, and don't think it's like a bomb or something.
Okay.
Just making sure that's ready. That's a sneak peek for those of you who got to the end to listen. Also, Gabe, in true Gabe's podcast fashion, is just writing me out of the podcast.
Yes, it's my podcast.
There is no Jonathan. It is only Gabe's podcast. From now on, it's just going to be Gabe talking about his tyrannical dictator plans to take over America.
True.
So, thank you again for listening. This has been Communism is a Meme. End of episode 2.
Sorry for disappointing you again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't feel like we were that disappointing, but maybe we were. So, thanks for listening. And
I mean, it wasn't me.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's fair. It's only me. Bye-bye.